Hello guys, today we're going to take a look at the team, the Detroit Lions. Oh boy, I played with this team a ton when I grew up, so I kind of have a soft spot for this team. They're one of the worst teams in the game, but we'll see how bad they really are. All right, so quarterback wise, Harrington isn't terrible. 79 isn't bad. McMahon, in all three, these two were neck and neck, but Harrington's starting to edge out for some reasons we'll go over. Ty, don't even bother using him. All right, McMahon is the scrambler. He can run. However, Harrington has slightly better awareness, but not by much. He isn't as athletic. However, he has a great arm. 89 power, 85 accuracy. McMahon has an alright arm. 85 power, 76 accuracy. The scrambling helps with his arm. Let's look over here. But Harrington, look at those. That's perfect. McMahon, injury rating's a little low, but even then, you got diverse quarterbacks. Harrington's the better quarterback of the two, but in all honesty, you could definitely use McMahon in this if you're smart. But Harrington has a better arm. All right, James Stewart, you actually don't have decent weapons to work with because Stewart, he's 85 speed, Bryson's 87. He's actually the fastest running back they have. Artros Pinner. Let's look at their awareness. Stewart has the best awareness. He's a veteran. They got decent hands for running backs. Carrying Stewart, he's not going to fumble that much. Jumping, Stewart can break tackles. However, Bryson, he has an 87 speed and an 80 break tackle, so you may be tempted to use him because he's faster and he can still shed some tackles. Stewart is still reasonably fast and he can shed some tackles. The only thing that's worrisome is your best two running backs are a little injury rating is a little low. But if you sub them in and out and you conserve them, you could certainly make some damage. You have one of the best fullbacks in the game with Corey Schlesinger. Oh, and the other two guys you're really not going to use at all. He has 62 speed isn't a super fast for a fullback, but he's balanced. His awareness is a little low. He has good hands though. Decent carrying. He can break tackles. 82 break tackle. And he's tough. He is one of the better fullbacks in the game. All right, receiving. This is when things get a little tricky, because Charles Rogers, he has an 84 overall, but he's a bust. But in this game, he's their best wide receiver. But let's take a look here. Hakeem and Schrodinger, I recommend using them a bit more. The other guys, the bottom guys are kind of speedy, but they're young and they're not very good. Awareness is not on the Lions' side here for receivers. They're pretty low. Let's see here. Acceleration, alright, catching. Alright, Rogers has the best hands, which is weird because he's a bust, but he has the best hands. Hakeem's hands and Schrodinger have the same hand speed, however, Schrodinger's a possession receiver. He's not a speed guy. Hakeem is. In fact, he's one of the fastest players in the game at 96. So if you can get him the ball in his hands, he can burn it. Same thing with Rogers, but again, I kind of hesitate on using him. Let's see. And that is Sean Jefferson, the veteran. However, he is not very good in this game, really. They gave Rogers 61 break tackle. Let's see. God, 90 injury? Oh, sure. Hakeem's injury rating is 66 low, and he's not very tough. So again, careful. Schrodinger's a bit better in that end, and so is Jefferson. But again, they don't have that speed to break through. Drummond would be your return guy, which makes sense. Tight end wise, you're kind of stuck in a tricky place. Rick's 72 speed, that's pretty good for our tight end in this game. Awareness is fine. He has decent hands. He's actually a very good tight. He's pretty solid tight end. Blocking wise, these guys are better blockers, but he's not that bad for blocking. He's actually a very well balanced tight end. Injury rating's fine, I guess. Toughness is a little low for your big starting guy, but that's a pretty good tight end. Decent tight end there. Alright, Jeff Backus, Victor Rogers, got a young line. They're not very good on the stat sheet, but there's potential. So 83, awareness 78, blocking, pretty solid actually. And he's durable for the most part. So, pretty decent there. Ray Brown, an old veteran guy in San Francisco, in Washington, Arizona, jeez. Bunch of teams with reds and then blue. Decent, good awareness. His blocking, I imagine, will be pretty good. Yeah, it's good. And then, pretty good right there, too. Alright, now let's look at center. Dominic Raiola. He is pretty solid here. Awareness 62. His awareness is a bit low for center, and his blocking is a little low too. And yeah, injuries a little low. Yeah, it's kind of weird how he's broken. He's 77. I guess that makes sense. All right, and cards on this side is a little low. Eric Beverly, I think he becomes a big thing here. Tony Semple I feel like he's done some things too, but he's been with Detroit for a long time, so he probably was. So has Eric Beverly, actually. Semple has the better awareness. Let's look at blocking. So they're actually pretty even here. He's better at pass blocking, but he's better at run blocking. I wouldn't hesitate to start Semple in a place. Injury rating is about the same. They're very similar. I'm kind of surprised. And McDougal, Young, Matt Joyce. Alright, let's look at here. Blocking's not bad. But he's not very durable. Yeah. Let's see. Alright, now defensively, this is where it gets interesting. Robert Portier, 11-year vet. Corey Redding, the rookie. Now, he starts at left end in a 4-3, but that's not really his strength, I would say. He's more of a 3-4 defensive end, a 4-3 DT. He's a very, very athletic D tackle. But look at here. Portier has great awareness. The speed's low on this side, but his tackling's fantastic. And he's durable. Columbi Edwards, James Hall. Edwards, his rookie year was pretty decent. His awareness is a bit low. Tackling 69. Let's look at. Injury rating's a bit low, so he's kind of good, but barely. Alright, D tackle, that's a big strength right there, because Luther Ellis, the veteran, Sean Rogers rising up. Very solid here. Good strength. Awareness is decent. Tackling's very good for both of them. Injury rating's a bit low for Rogers, but very solid here, group. Alright, Boss Bailey. He has an 85 speed. He's one of the faster linebackers in the game. The other guys aren't really anyone you're really going to think about using. You know, they do have better awareness, but Boss Bailey has athleticism. His catching's very good for a linebacker. His tackling, not too bad either, in all honesty, for a rookie. Injury rating's fine too. Yeah, he could be pretty good. If they were a 3-4 team, I think he would be excellent. Alright, so linebacking in the middle. They signed Earl Holmes, a veteran, and he's still holding up here and here. Walleye Rayner is a decent backup. 75. They both have good speed. Awareness definitely with Holmes. Tackling, oh my god, Wally Rayner, he has a 94 tackling. Holy shit. I forgot how great of a tackler he was. Injury rating for him is pretty low, but Rayner, even though he doesn't have a great overall, he definitely has the ability to be high. Alright, Barrett Green and Brian Williams. Barrett Green, let's see. He's young. His speed isn't terrible. His awareness is a bit on the low side. Tackling's an 80, though. Injury rating's not bad either. So their front seven, even though it doesn't look pretty, has the right stats are high for them. Alright, Dre Bly, he is your star defender. He's a young guy. He's been in St. Louis his whole career. By the time he was getting good, he went to Detroit. Chris Cash, he's young, but he kind of makes a name for himself for a short while for them. Line corners aren't lacking in speed, really. Awareness is what they're lacking at. They don't have good awareness at all. Catching, Bly has 71 catch, which is excellent. Can't ask for anything better than that. Tackling, for those top two, it's fine, you know. Ah, shoot. Okay. Kick return, Watson had decent, I guess. Injury rating, that's kind of the issue here, because your bottom corners, these two guys are not going to be super durable. Your top two guys, I guess, should be fine. Alright, then safety, this is where the issue comes in, because you got some issues at safety. So, your best guy is like slow as hell, 78 speed. The other guys, they're a bit faster, but not by much. Catching, not anything, 66 catch, I guess, is alright. Tackling's pretty low for a safety, in my opinion. I mean, they're durable, but yeah, it's not the best safeties here. Corey Harris, he's a veteran. I guess he's okay. He's definitely a little faster. With decent awareness. Catch is low. Better tackler. Kind of durable, but yeah. And then kicking, we all know about Jason Hansen, how awesome he is. He's good in this game. He has a great leg, 89-89. And John Jett, he's okay. He has a decent leg. But yeah, that's the Lions there in a nutshell. So let's take a look at them. Alright, 3-13, they're 80 across the board. So the challenge is finding a good matchup for them. So Texans would be within that division. Bengals? I don't know about the Bengals. Maybe. Browns are as even as you could get with them, really. Cardinals, they would be within the same tier, but Cardinals aren't as good. I don't know about the Cowboys. So, I think I'm going to go with the Browns. Ooh, Damn it. Lions are definitely a 4-3 team, but though with some of their players' speed and athleticism, you might be tempted to put them at a 4, switch them at a 4-3. Nope, that doesn't happen. Not even close. Oh, come on, you fucker. Yeah, the problem with their secondary is even though they have Dre Bly is good, but he's not like phenomenal in this game. That doesn't come till a bit later. He's still kind of finding his groove, and he doesn't have any help. Everyone else is just very. They're just not quite there. There we go. Oh, nice. I will say Lions' offense is going to be pretty pass heavy on default. So if that doesn't suit you, you're going to have to keep that in mind. Let's see. All right. The problem with a lot of the formations is that Hakeem isn't in them because he's third string. I mean, it would be tempting to put him in for Schrodinger, in all honesty, which you may want to consider doing. Ah. Oops. I didn't want to call fake. Oh. Stewart speed in this isn't. You think 85 would be pretty decent in this game, but it hasn't been for running, and I don't know if it's just the line's just not as good. Whoa. Oh, look at Schlesinger. Now this should be pretty good here. Oh fuck, really? They read it.
He did the right thing. Concentrated and cut the ball. So we have first and 10. Ball on their own 34. Feeds it off to the back. It's a 3-yard gain. This defense is awesome for sure. Sets up.
There we go. Nice. I didn't call it in time, but
Be patient out there. When you see an opportunity, that's when you attack. But don't force it. 2-minute warning coming up. 2-yard gain here. Second down and 9 to go. Ball on their own 32.
surprised how much they're running. There we go, Stewart. Let's pass. Oh, fuck. Damn it, I pressed X, god damn it. No, we got pass. Oh, Hakeem! And that's the problem with Hakeem, because he's not strong. If he gets jarred in any way, shape, or form, he can lose the ball.
This isn't the scout team defense.
Damn.
No problem picking up the first. Hey, when we talk about putting the ball on a guy, quarterback puts that ball on the receiver perfectly. The Browns call a timeout. nice play. When you
Oh, frick.
it gives your defense a
Could have
good
sacked him.
and it gives your offense a fresh set of downs to work with. These guys look like they've been teammates forever.
They're trying to slow them down inside their own 10 on this play.
That was a smart thing to do. He knows he didn't close in for a big hit. He sits to the inside. You just need to run that clock down.
Alright. Hold on a sec, guys. Sorry about that, guys.
We'll be kicking off. From the 14-yard line. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Get set. Under pressure.
Thank you, Ricks. Thanks, Schrodinger.
They line up in the I formation. Stewart. At the 49-yard line.
Oh, Stewart. There we go. Oh, come on. Of course, they scored. Oh, who got hurt? Ellis got hurt. Shit. Oh, he broke his wrist? God damn. Shit. Yeah, Stewart's not a bad back. However, I don't recommend tosses like I just did here. Yeah, no. Let's do over here. See what side they favor. Not feeling that. That works. There we go, Hakeem. Alright, play action. Damn it. Oh, Schrodinger did it. Oh, Chris Cash makes the play of the game, in my opinion. That pretty much seals the game for us, really. Pretty close, at least. Ooh.
Play might work.
To the ground. Line up and get going. The throw.
Oh, why?
Him up with the interception. I bet you as soon as he got that go, he was wishing that he could have it back. That could easily have been an interception.
Dropping back. Rosen. A lot of room to work.
Ah.
Now this is one heck of a play. Look at it. You're in a hole here on third down. They come through with this perfect play. It gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
Surveys the field. Flings it to the outside.
Heck, that's a long ball. Able to strike him open.
Ball is right.
Oh.
Second move.
And he picks up a first down.
As a receiver, you have to be ready for any type of pass. You did a good job of hanging on to that last one. You got there in a hurry.
They have the defense off balance. Another first down.
Now this defense is trying everything. Man coverage, blitz, zone. They really mixed up their defenses and their coverage. This offense is taking advantage of them all.
Oh, wow. Walker got an interception.
They have 2 timeouts remaining. Backs are lined up in the I.
Let the clock run down a bit.
Cleveland calls it a timeout. That's their second.
Time to get
Third and 4.
they look for a hole to open up inside.
Kicks it off to the back.
Oh, I think he got it.
Picks up the first down.
I'll tell you what, guys up front did a good job of creating a hole.
Clock run down.
They have none remaining.
This boy has taken me years.
Yep.
2017 was tonight. He was the Bush Predator Player of the Year.
Just gonna let the clock run here. I think that's enough to run it down.
Signals the end of the game. The
Alright, so the next team we'll be going against will be... Next team we'll be using is the Packers. Now, this is one of the better teams in the game. It's going to be a fun team to go over. A very interesting team, too. But yeah, guys, Lions are a pretty decent team to use overall. They're definitely not the best team in the game by far, but there's definitely things you can do with them to help them win, especially within their tier. Um, in other tiers, I don't know if they have necessarily... Out of the lowest tier, I think they may be the best team in the low tier, mainly because they have the most. We'll save that until we cover the Texans, because Texans are in the same tier, in my opinion, in my memory so far. So we'll see when we get to them. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.